Hello, what is up, you guys? How's it going? It's Jeffrey, and welcome to my brand new YouTube video. In today's video, I'll be ranking my top 10 favorite music albums of 2023. That is right, it is almost the end of the year, so I'll be ranking my favorite albums of the year. And to start it off, let's get into number 10. Number 10 on my list is Take Me Back to Eden by Sleep Token. Sleep Token is a progressive metal band from England, and they are amazing. All of the members in the band are unnamed, and they all wear masks, like Slipknot, kind of, but I think you know the names of the people in Slipknot, but these guys, you don't know their names. They're all anonymous people. And man, Sleep Token is a really good band. Their album, Take Me Back to Eden, is amazing. All of the songs on this album are so good. And my favorite song on the album is Aqua Regia. Such a good song. Number 9 on my list is Tether by Of Mice and Men. Of Mice and Men is a metalcore band that has been around since 2010, and man, such a good band. I love this album as well. Of Mice and Men has been one of my favorite bands since 2014, and their lead unclean vocalist Austin Carlisle left the band in 2016, and they made a comeback with Defy in 2018. And Aaron freaking Pauli is so good at what he does. He's a great singer and unclean vocalist as well. And he came into his own in this album. And my favorite song on this album is Warpaint, which is the first single for the album. And man, Warpaint is such a good song, and the rest of the songs on this album are great as well. Number 8 on my list is Blackout by From Ashes to New. From Ashes to New is a metalcore band from Pennsylvania, and they are kind of like Falling in Reverse because they have a lot of rapping in their music, like Falling in Reverse does. And shoot, this album is so good. I like the song Heartache. I like the song Hate Me. Oh man, I think it's called Hate Me Too. Yeah, Hate Me Too. I love both of those songs, and man, it's such a good album by far. I like the mix with the vocals and the rapping as well. And the instruments in this album hit so hard in the feels as well. Number 7 on my list is Heavener by Invent Animate. I talked about this album before when I talked about my top 10 favorite albums of the year so far. And man, this album's so good. The vocals, the instruments, everything about this album is fantastic. And for most people, this was their favorite album of the year, metalcore wise. And shoot, I love this album. It's so good. The new lead vocalist Marcus Vick is such a good singer, and I love his screams in the album as well. He is very talented, and I'm glad that they chose him. And he's been around in the band for vocals since 2019, and he's so fantastic with what he does. Number 6 is The Death We Seek by Currents. Currents is a band from Newtown, Connecticut, and they've been around for a couple years now, and they are one of the best underground metalcore bands in the scene right now. The Death We Seek is by far one of their best albums to date, and I love the song The Death We Seek. I love Vengeance. I love Remember Me. Oh man, so many good songs on this album overall. And in this album, they really get really heavier than ever before. such a good listen. Number 5 is Fear of Letting Go by Hellafront. Hellafront is a band from Grand Rapids, Michigan, and they have been around since 2016. So they're kind of a newer band in the metalcore scene, and they have fronted for August Burns Red, Memphis Mayfire, and a whole bunch of other bands on their headliner tours. And shoot, this album is such a good album. And the vocals from Tyler Tate are so good on this album. He's such a good vocalist. And man, such a good album overall. I highly recommend to listen to this album. Such a good one. Number 4 on my list is Mother by Veil of Maya. Veil of Maya is a metalcore band from Chicago, and they have been around since 2004. And they're a kind of older metalcore band, and they're still kicking it and making music. And this is their first album in a couple years. Their last album that they came out with was in 2017. And shoot, their comeback album with Mother is so good. All the tracks on this album are fantastic. I like how they mix some pop with some metalcore. It's so good. And my favorite songs on the album are Red Fur, Disco Kill Party, Mother Part 4, and a whole bunch more. Highly recommend to listen to this album. Veil of Maya is fantastic, and their album Mother is such a good listen. Number 3 on my list is Symptoms of Survival by Dying Wish. Dying Wish is a band from Portland, Oregon, and they have been around since 2016. And I saw them live when I saw the Devil Wears Prada live for the first time in Columbia, South Carolina last year in September, and they can put on a great show. And their debut album from 2021 and also their album that came out this year are incredible. And ever since they announced this album, it has been one of my highly anticipated albums of the year. And Dying Wish is such a fantastic band, and this album is incredible as well. And my favorite songs on the album are Symptoms of Survival, Paved in Sorrow, and there's so many other great songs in the album, but I don't remember their names. But overall, such a good listen, and I highly recommend y'all to listen to Dying Wish. They're such a good band. I also forgot to mention that this band is led by a female vocalist, and Emma is an incredible vocalist overall. She's incredible. Number 2 on my list is Not Without My Ghost by The Amity Affliction. The Amity Affliction is an Australian band, and they have been around since 2003, and they're still kicking it, making music. And The Amity Affliction is such a good band, and their album Not Without My Ghost is a very incredible album. Fade Away has to be my favorite on the album, and I See Dead People is one of my favorites as well. And yeah, such a good album, and y'all should definitely check it out. And I just love this album. And finally, number 1 on my list is still Death Below by August Burns Red. August Burns Red is by far one of my favorite bands of all time, and Death Below is definitely my favorite album of the year. I just love this album. It's just good instrumentally, the vocals are fantastic, and such good one. And I met these guys in March this year, and they're just regular guys. And yeah, just love this album. It's so fantastic. Oh shit, I love Backfire, I love Golden the Bear Trap, I love Ancestry, I love Tightrope. Oh man, so many good songs on this album. And there you have it. Those are my favorite albums of 2023. And I'll see you guys in my next YouTube video. Take care now. Bye.